Hello everyone. Welcome. Today, we're tackling a common Python error you might encounter when working with animations. Attribute error. FuncAnimation object has no attribute resizeid. This can be frustrating, but don't worry, we'll break down what causes it and how to fix it. Let's dive right in. First, understand the error. This error usually pops up when using matplotlib.animation.funcanimation and trying to incorporate window resizing functionality, especially in older versions of Matplotlib or when dealing with specific backends. The resizeid attribute was used internally by Matplotlib to manage resizing events, but it's no longer directly exposed or used consistently across all backends. Now, let's discuss the reasons behind this error. One common cause is an outdated version of Matplotlib. Ensure you're using a relatively recent version. Using the command pip install upgrade matplotlib in your terminal will update your matplotlib library to the newest available version. Another possibility lies within the Matplotlib backend. Matplotlib uses different backends to render plots, and some backends might not fully support or require the resizeid attribute. Try switching to a different backend. You can do this by adding matplotlib.use tkag or matplotlib.use qtag at the very beginning of your script before importing matplotlib.pyplot. The tkag and qtag backends are usually more reliable for interactive plots. Let's consider how to resolve this issue. The best approach is to avoid directly relying on resizeid. Instead, focus on managing the animation update function in figure redrawing. For example, redefine your animation's update function to recalculate and redraw the figure based on the current figure size. Use figureCanvas.mpl_connect resize_event, your _resize_ function, to connect a custom function to the resize event. Within your _resize_ function, access the new figure size using figureGet_size_inches, and adjust your plot accordingly. This approach gives you more control over how your animation adapts to resizing. Let's look at an example of how it can be implemented. Suppose you are plotting a line. On a resize event, you would need to recalculate the x and y limits of the axis. To do this, you would create a function that adjusts the axis on the resize event. Remember to also call the resize function as you are initializing the animation, that way it renders correctly the first time. Another solution could involve checking the Matplotlib version programmatically and conditionally executing code based on the version. If the version is older and you suspect resizeid might be relevant, you could implement a workaround. Otherwise, use the more modern approach of handling resize events directly. This approach adds complexity but can maintain compatibility across different environments. In conclusion, the attribute error, FuncAnimation object has no attribute resizeid error usually stems from outdated Matplotlib versions or incompatible backends. The primary solution is to upgrade Matplotlib, switch backends if necessary, and, most importantly, avoid directly relying on resizeid. Handle resize events directly using figureCanvas.mpl_connect resize_event, and recalculate your plot elements within the connected function. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you understand and resolve the resizeid error in Matplotlib. If you found this helpful, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more Python tutorials and troubleshooting tips. Your support helps me create more content like this. Also, feel free to leave comments or questions below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Happy coding!